What's up, YouTube? This is King Dennis with another update. My plants right now are kind of all over the place because of the heat. There's some certain ones like these guys. I've been trying to keep away from the direct sunlight, but keeping them in the heat. These are some of them are my AeroGarden graduates, so I'm trying to keep them afloat. And for some reason, I lost tags on 3 of them already, so these 3 I have no idea what they are, but we'll find out. This one is my AeroGarden 7-pot Jonah, really taken off since AeroGarden transplanted this about a week ago, and so far it's doing well. I put it already outside, and so it's tolerating. This one, another unknown Chinense. This one over here is a mustard habanero. This one's a ahi hand grenade chocolate. This one's a Peter Congo cross. This one is a Scotch bonnet by Midwest Chili, from Midwest Chili seeds. Hopefully I can get it bigger because I've seen his plants and they've grown true Scotch bonnets. Another mustard habanero right here. My purple jalapeno right there, looking good. It's already starting to bud up. The smallest the plant is, it's already going to be budding up soon. This one is Siling Labuyo, and this one is, I believe, a multi-unknown color. Looks like I put the steak on the wrong side. My Peruvian white habaneros are looking like crap. They lost a lot of leaves, but we'll see how they do. You can see a little ladybug there. My Julie mangoes I got from the Rasta Rick. The seedlings are really good. Got them. They were ready to sprout out and transplanted here in the pots, and they're doing real good. I'm going to be transferring them into bigger containers shortly enough, and maybe in the next 5 to 6 years, maybe I'll get some good Julie mangoes. My cherry tomatoes and tomatillo are doing okay. As big as these plants are, they aren't really producing this much, but oh well. Over here on this side, my lilac bell peppers, and then you can see the chocolate one is starting to turn already halfway. Caribbean red habaneros, doing okay. Let's see, the gigantic 5-foot eggplant I pulled out here because it had starting to become infested with spider mites, so I slowly pulled it out, and hopefully these other guys don't get affected. This is my bishop's crown here. I have a few pods, like this one over here, and a couple there. So, it's really starting to grow bushy. I'm going to have to put support. These stems are really, really thin, not like these other ones right here. My special Kmart orange habaneros, definitely some 7-pot influence in it. This more little scorpion tail in there, and then this one's a little bit darker green, but really wrinkly looking. Here, there you go. And the third one is this wrinkly looking one. I don't know, these maybe mustard habaneros. They're turning purple, so that's that color right there. This is the other side of the Caribbean red, and it's starting to clash with the rest of the plants here. My volunteer tomatoes, you can see my yellow pear tomato. That one didn't do too well over there in the corner. There's 2 in that one actually, and then there's another one there that's gonna be pulled out. My goji berry I finally transplanted into a bigger container, and hopefully it'll thrive. Some other random tomatoes. I have no idea what their names are. That one's a zebra tomato, the one with that little tag. Some more tomatoes. These guys I separated because somewhere here it looks like they're culprits of spider mites, so it seems to be more common. I've been looking at other people's blogs, and spider mites are coming out. My stevia right there. My burgundy eggplant really needs to transplant into a bigger container. My beets, I don't know if these guys multiply. I keep on saying I'm going to go ahead and Google it, but I never do. Some eggplants I still have yet to transplant, and some tomatoes. Really haven't had the time to take care of some of these guys. I've accidentally neglected my large 7-pot yellow. You see some of them starting to turn color already. But this is the only one so far that's turning color. Most of the pods still look green, but they're big. Now this is something that I wish I had planted more of. These ones are Fatales, yellow Fatales, really citrusy aroma and taste. At least that's what I think of it. There's only maybe about 10 to 15 pods here, and no new buds or flowering going on, so it's gonna suck once I start turning yellow and harvesting them, and that'll be it. Hopefully I can get some more before the season ends. This is my boot camp. Let's see, I got maybe 2 plants here together in this container. You can see this one is starting to turn color, so I'll get a nice red boot. This is maybe about an inch, a little bit bigger than an inch. Chocolate habanero. Got some potting up here, but I think I'll be at least a couple months before they're ready to harvest and they're dropping fruits. This one's some sort of mold going on, so we'll cut that up to see how it looks like. I'm done. Don't know what happened here, but just fell off. Really moldy looking on the tip, but no mold inside. So you can tell there's, if you guys can tell, but there's ants crawling all over this one, and I look closer and there's a whole bunch of aphids, so I'm gonna have to spray them with some detergent soap. Get these guys out of my neck. So far this is my bigger boot right here. It's getting darker, so it looks like it's about to change color, but it looks scary. That'll be, if anything, the first boot I get to eat. And this guys there's 3 of them together in this plant, and they're starting to get bushier, which is going to be a problem. But you can see they're starting to flower up, and hopefully I can get them to start potting up and hold on to them. Over here, I've deemed them to be Naga Jolokias. These are supposed to be ghost, but I looked at the eBay seller's ID, and it says other names are ghost chili, Buchalokia, and Naga Jolokia. So I got about 6 of those, and about 4 of them, 3 to 4 of them are doing real good. These 2 guys got taller, while the others got bushier. This one's my Trinidad Scorpion Chocolate. I have about 10 pods or so on this plant. This one has a little tail. That one has a side tail, and a side tail on that one. Then I think my biggest ones are, let's see, this one here that doesn't really have a tail, but this one. So that's the Trinidad Scorpion Chocolate. A few more buds there, and hopefully they start to pot up again. Up here on top, I sunshade these guys because right now here in SoCal, the temperature is going to be in the high 90s all week. So this is my other ghost pepper bed. There's about 2 in here. There's one there and then one here. different rate. These ones are a little bit slower. I don't know. I think as a Naga Jolokia seed, I grew from seed. I'm sorry. These are my so-called Jamaican Scotch bonnets, but they look more like Jamaican red mushrooms. Bulgarian carrot here, it's fruiting, but then it's not really growing at all. It's been like that for the last 4 months. I think these were mislabeled, but these look to be jalapenos, along with this one here and this one here. That's fine. I need jalapenos. Poblano is right here, getting bigger. This is, I think it says here, Naga Jolokia, another Naga from seeds. So I'll have a whole bunch of Nagas. This is supposed to be Caribbean red, but again it has some sort of 7-pot cross. So because my other ones were already orange, but these ones again they look like the mustard habanero color. I don't know if this will turn to orange, but we'll find out in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Let's see. You can see my cayennes over there doing well. Over here is orange habanero, doing okay. My Nagas, you can tell right here. I have a couple that are turning red. A couple more down there. Cayennes. So this is the Naga. I had 6. 1. You counted the 2 over there in the container. This is 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I have 2 here and 3rd here, and this one finally took off, and this one is way behind, but it's already potting up though. Funny. Cherry pimientos right here. That bell pepper is just not growing, and that's another bell pepper here in the back. Squash beds aren't really looking too good anymore. I get maybe about 1 or 2 every 3 weeks or so. My eggplants, my black beauties, I need to trim them. Can't see anymore. Can't see my Japanese cucumber or Japanese eggplants, so I gotta chop these guys down so I can see. I really need to weed. You can see right there. Can't see anything no more. And my cucumbers, I'm probably gonna be pulling them out soon, weeding them out so I can put something else in there. More Japanese eggplants here. Tomato, or the corn is really done. I gotta pull it out. The beans are growing, but I'll just probably yank them out. No one's really eating beans here. And here, like you can see, these are lemon board tomatoes that are starting to get infested with spider mites, and I need to figure out the best way how to get it out without infecting these guys up here. My Jolokia. This was from the Arboretum. It looked really crappy. And then I started feeding it compost tea. I brewed my compost tea, and 2 batches later, they're bushy, and hopefully they'll get start to fruit soon. More Nagas right there. That's a chocolate habanero. That's a Bolivian rainbow. Firecracker pequin. Bulgarian carrot. Aje limon. Growing really bushy, snake-like. So I'm gonna figure out how to plant that. My manzanos here. This one is not looking too happy. All the leaves are droopy and yellow, and may just be overwatering and might have gotten root rot. So looks like there's new growth, but it's really struggling. Hopefully this manzano and that manzano start taking off. This one's supposed to be Trinidad Scorpion Brown. It's This one is the red Fatali and yellow boot right there, and they've not done anything vegetation-wise. They've looked like that since I picked them up in May. This Birgit, what's it? Birgit Lakota, not looking too happy. Maybe root rot. Mom might have overwatered them. These guys I have in here just because in the sunshade here, they're not too thrilled to be there getting that much heat, so I put them here. Part of it is because these guys are potting up a lot more than the rest. Again, I'm just getting pods in. No color changes yet. These are my eBay Trinidad Scorpions. Maybe first generation, not brain strain or anything, but you can see right there. Have the little tails on most of them. But maybe there's about 30 to 40 pods, but really still small. Purple jalapenos, I love these guys. Just they look so pretty, purple pods and purple flowers, and doing real well. This one is my Trinidad Scorpion from an arboretum, so you can tell the difference. This ones have tails, while these ones are just long and elongated. Actually, not elongated. These ones are round. I have another buddy that has them growing, and they're a little bit elongated. But don't really see the tail on here. It's supposed to be the world's hottest Trinidad Scorpion. Let's see, this one I believe is my Moruga, and this is the most perfect pod formation looking Moruga I have. So I'll be using him for seed stock, and there's maybe about 5 or 6. Really took forever to grow and pot up, but it is what it is. 7-pot yellow right here. Another one from eBay. Glad that it grew true. But it's my bushiest looking plant, and hopefully they'll start to change color. This one is my Jamaican hot chocolate. One of 2. Whole bunch of pods, but what's the day? August. Today is August 7th. So hopefully by September Labor Day, I'll be having pods on there, ripe. Butch Tea finally took off in growth, and hopefully it'll start to pot up soon. Well, that lonely peach Buchalokia is all by itself. I think I have another pod there somewhere, but it's really, really tiny. That's the only pod. Sad. Another lonely plant right there. We'll go here first. My tomatoes aren't looking too happy. They got really, really bushy, and I've neglected them. So sometime when it gets cooler next week, I'll trim them. But it's been a slow producing year. I would have thought that I would be pulling tomatoes left and right, but that's not the case. Over here, these guys again infected with spider mites. So I'm not too happy about it. I hate these guys. My sunflower that's falling off, too heavy. So these guys been since March, so I'm gonna toss them. They're just wasting time and energy for me. Maybe this one, I don't know, put it in a corner somewhere, see if they grow. We got a little bit more of 1-gallon containers here. Slowly but surely growing. Hopefully this is going to be a Fatali. I love Fatalis now. Real good. Lemon habaneros starting to change color. Holy cow. Yeah, holy cow, it's the only one. It may be big, but it's my only one. More smaller ones. This is my Butch Tea Doug Lacrosse. This will be overwintered. We'll see how this grows. And this guy looks like it needs to move up. This one I can't tell anymore. Yay for Sharpie. No, red Fatali. So I think I got that from Sheldon. Yellow mushroom right there, changing color, almost ripe. So I get maybe about 5 to 6 pods a week that are ripe, slowly but surely. That's a Congo Trinidad, another Congo Trinidad, Jamaican hot yellow. This one is an interesting one. This is from the Arboretum, and these are supposed to be Scotch bonnets. Don't look like they have bonnet shapes, so we'll see how they grow. So like I said, those are Congos, peach habanero. Really slow. Hasn't done much. This is about 2 months of growth. Let's see, Fatali, and this one I believe is Paper Lantern from Sheldon, starting to pot up, or it's starting to bud up. Hopefully they stay. Don't have that much time left. These are my schemations. Scotch bonnets I got from a nursery. Look like they're growing true. So we'll see how these guys turn out. They look like they may have some sort of cross, but we'll see. I'm not tripping anymore. More of my AeroGarden graduates hiding here in the corner. Trying to keep them as safe as possible. So since transplanting them to the ground, they've really slowed down in growth compared to when they were in the AeroGarden, but it is what it is. I use the AeroGarden just as a head start. Thai chili, chocolate habanero, New Mex Twilight right here. Don't know. Chocolate habanero. Right now it's about 10 o'clock and it's already 80 or 78 here in the sunshade. Some more of my so-called Jamaican Scotch bonnets, but look like mushrooms. These guys are chocolate habs right here, and peach boot and lemon habanero. Let's see. Oh, look. This is my other Jamaican hot chocolate, and I'm happy because it's finally turning chocolate. Purple Buchaloki over here, just vegging up. I've gotten one pot out of it, and that's about it. More Jamaican mushrooms right here, these two. That one is the other Buchalokia from the Arboretum. Not as bushy as the other one, if you remember. Red Savina here, just not doing anything at all. Nothing. Had a whole bunch of flowers that just dropped. So these ones are just super hots, unknown super hots, mystery super hots, and mustard habaneros. Yeah, overwintered jalapeno and other ones I don't know. Vietnamese mystery. And this one I believe is my other Fatali from Seed. Nice and flat looking one. So this is my garden. This is my haven, my therapy. It's where I spend a lot of my time just relaxing, and really soothes me a lot. These guys get about 7 to 8 hours of sun here, whether it be this direct sun right there or get shaded in the back. But they're doing really well, as you can see. Hopefully, I hope to be getting some more pods in the next month or so. You can see here, all these bumblebees have been getting a whole bunch of bumblebees, and along with these Japanese beetles that I'm going to kill because they were the bad guys. Thank you guys so much. Just continue to subscribe, add me, comment suggestions, anything will help me. Feedback. Thanks.